महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि. So this is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, these three qualities. We are all Mishras, understand? Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Mishraha Vayam. We are all Mishras. Some people have got the name Mishra, you know. So that Mishra, this Mishra, Ramnath Mishra. So they're all Mishras. I see here also there is a Mishra. So she is a Mishra. And so Mishra, in fact, all of us are Mishra. There is nobody who is not Mishra. Mishra means mixture. The problem is, in the mixture, which is among the three, there is a composition that makes a human being. This is the human composition. In that also, the Rajas can be predominant over the other two, or Tamas can be predominant over the other two, or Sattva can be predominant over the other two. Oh, how does it happen? It doesn't happen, you make it happen. You make it happen. When you are born, Tamas is predominant. Tamas is predominant. Whole day sleeping. Whole day sleeping. When you sleep, awake. That's how it is. It's fun. So that is how the child is. Then afterwards, very, very active. Active means there's no end for it. From where this child gets all the energy, it's just amazing. So this you find is all active. And Sattva in between always. That is why we educate the child so that Sattva is made use of. You give exercise to the child. We need Rajas too. We need Tamas too. Tamas is necessary to recuperate. Tamas is necessary to sleep properly. So Tamas is not useless. Tamas is very important. It becomes a problem only when thinking becomes a slow motion activity. Slow, everything is slow, nothing fired. In India, that kind of mind is called, person is called tube light. You know, the fluorescent lamps in India, what they do, here also I think they do the same thing, I don't know. There is a motor there and you switch on and then it's amazing how it works. Then nothing happens in the beginning. Then after some time, after a couple of a minute, even half a minute, gone. This is called a tube light. You know, I don't allow my students to be tube lights. Why? Because I keep on telling the same thing so many times. And therefore, I am the tube light. So they are not the This is called slow motion. but it can be made into more rajasic, more sattva. Give up rajas. It is in the hands of your own will. That is why will is called free will. It is not empowerment to become a truck driver. It is not. That is true. You can drive a truck. But free will is really used when you take the initiative to make sure that your sattva is predominant over the other two. It is a language. Sattva, rajas is language. It is not to judge yourself or judge others. Just to understand that we need to do activities that will help us build up this sattva, as it were. Understand? And that means satsangatve nisangatvam. This is what we say, the satsangatvam, people who are given to thoughts which are noble. That's why I'm afraid of this kind of the internet, etc. This is all not going to help us. Honestly, we will have another type of generation. The generation is going to be different. We see the next generation we should see what kind of quality of minds we are going to have. No access to literature. Who will see? They say all literature is available in the .com. In the internet it is available. Who cares for your internet? Who will read there, sitting there? Who will read? This is all silly. That we need to have. We need to have that association, that intellectual association with great intellects. Those intellects that have thought about different things. I don't say they are talking about the ultimate, but definitely they talk about things that are much more than what we think about. So that kind of a platform, so a platform which is high above this ordinary way of thinking, from there to look at the whole world and say things like Shakespeare does, like great authors do. How to handle language and phrases and idioms, communication, what we have got. And they all will disappear in the .com. And therefore, this humanity is going to be impoverished in terms of that quality of thinking, nobility of thinking. There is no connection to those intellects. And whenever you study something, you are in touch with that buddhi. Shakespearean buddhi, you are in touch with, you are in tune. And you imbibe, that's how you imbibe. You get a bigger infrastructure. It's amazing. The structure is bigger. And human life requires all that. So sattva, this is what we say, developing sattva. Not Vedantic study alone is sattva. Vedantic study is supposed to be done by sattva. The Rajasic fellow, if he comes to Vedanta, he will ask, what is next, Swamiji? What text you are going to take next? Because this text is finished already. Okay. And therefore, what I say, that the whole thinking is different. Sattva thinking is different type of thinking. So one has to have that kind of love to learn, to know. And therefore, it is, you become a guna brahmana. Karma brahmana is one. He is performing, the fellow is performing puja, and then he is doing this. And just why? Why? Because that is his duty, he performs that duty. And there, if you do it for the duty's sake, mera karma, then he is Shudra Brahmana. Brahmana in duty, Shudra in quality. What is Sudra Brahmana? Tamas predominant, Rajas little bit, Sattva is at the bottom. Occasional thinking everybody has got. Occasional happiness everybody has got. Correct? Nobody is denied of happiness. Some happiness is always there, that is Sattva at that time is predominant. Otherwise you can't be happy. And therefore, this is tamas predominant, and action is priestly karma, Brahmana karma, or he is chanting Veda, Brahmana karma, and he always looks around. Means what? We should see this in Rishikesh Bhandara. Amazing. And the fellow, so because while eating, we invite all the sadhus. It's called Bhandara. Invite the sadhus. So they all eat together. So this kind of, we serve food and everybody eats. So it's a special occasion. It's a very sacred occasion. All the sadhus sit there. And in these sadhus, different types of sadhus come. And so, while eating, each one, somebody will start reciting a verse. Bhojana Madhye, Bhagavan Namasmaranam. And therefore one fellow will start like this. Shantakaram Bhujikachainam Padmanabam Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadrisham Megvarnam Suvangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamal Nainam Yog Bejan Gamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavayakaram Sarvlokaiknatham Namah Parvati Pade. कितना बड़ा अचीवमेंट है. This is called lot of tamas, lot of rajas, sattva. We have to find out where it is. Sadhushvapi. This kind of a thing. Understand? Because, so for the sake of khyati, some khyati, so just for getting some kind of recognition, somebody has some kind of a voice, and therefore he just chants and then looks around for approval, etc. Rajas predominant. But tamas, of course, this is better. Rajas predominant. At least what he says is correct. If it is incorrect, it is tamas predominant. And then the one, when he says the same priestly karma, when he does it, he himself is involved, that it is given to me, this great opportunity to do this act of worship. It is good for me, it's good for others, it's a wonderful thing. So what it is, you earn your livelihood. At the same time, every day you are offering worship. There is no better avocation in life. It's wonderful. And thus he himself a devotee, then he is sattvika. Therefore he is a Brahmana. Understand now? You get Brahmana, where sattva is predominant, rasa upasarjana, sattva guna pradanaha Brahmanaha. Rajas in the second place, sattva occupies the first place, then tamas of course third. They are called Brahmanaha. This rajas is upasarjana, rajopasarjana, and then tamoguna pradanaha, those who are tamas predominant, rajas second, sattva third, they are called Shudraha. Then there are in between two, and what? That is Rajas predominant, Sattva second, and Tamas third. These are supposed to be noble politicians. Noble politicians, clean commercial people. So that is because Sattva is second. They mean what they do. And therefore, when they say this is the price, they mean it. And they are not bluffing you. And this is what we say is Sattva. Is less and Rajas is more. Sattva can become predominant also. That they have to get it by further initiative. And similarly, Rajas is predominant, but Tamas is second. These are the fellows, shopkeepers, I tell you. So who ask you, Rendi, you know, in all these sari shops in South India, and Madras, Chennai, and all these places, so it's wonderful. They've got nowadays air-conditioned room. Because that itself is an inviting thing. Outside it is so hot. So you want to go into, even sadhus want to go into sari. And so, because it is air-conditioned. So everybody, no woman can pass that shop without entering into it. Always they want to find out what are the new arrivals. Then some arrivals are always there, and then the woman enters there more to just to check up what has come, and nobody wants to miss out anything, and therefore she enters there just to check up that man, you know, he will invite. Vanga, ma, vanga. Illa chumma paakradhu. Illa paravallama, vanga. Hey, coffee kodappa. So the fellow, the ma, no, coffee I don't want. No, don't worry, coffee, take coffee. No, then you will say, please see all this. And then the fellows will come and throw all these silk saris, Kanjivaram, and Benares, etc. So, and then you feel guilty, you know. You feel guilty. They are throwing all these saris. So this is new arrival. Say, look at this. It's all beautiful, this and that. Then of course she says that. I have not brought money. Don't worry, Amma. Don't worry. Then afterwards, she packs, he some manages to sell 2 saris. He says, I will send the money later. No, you leave the thing here. Tomorrow I'll keep it here, Amma. Separately I will keep it. Don't worry. So you can come and take it tomorrow. No problem. 2 saris. She has to pay 780 rupees. So whatever. So tomorrow she has to come and take it. We'll keeps it there. Or card. There also card has come. Gone. Now look. Then in the bill, do you know what? Rendi, vango, 5 rupees. Coffee, 20 rupees. Smile, 3 rupees. Second time smile. This is what we call a Rajas predominant, Tamas is second. Every action is converted into money for one's own sake. For oneself, for one's children, and then grandchildren, and thus this fellow gathers money. But Rajasic. Phone rings, all this fellow is a Rajasic. Tamas is different. No interest in anything. Even in puja, even Bhagavan will go to sleep. Then he said, so even when he chants, Natatra Suryo Vajina Chandra Tarakam, Nemabdi Dovan Buddha Magni Tame Vandan Bhajaran Vaji. Even on the marriage day, there is no enthusiasm. At least there must be nervousness. Even that is not there. So neither nervousness nor enthusiasm. The fellow is all go through the whole thing. This is called tamas, understand? You should whip that fellow to activity. And then to rajas. Rajas, selfish, doesn't matter. Be selfish, be rajasic. Then afterwards, let the activity be dedicated to a better, the society, to the country, to the culture, whatever. So do that. Then afterwards, sattva is association with the Shastra, etc., will make you totally a Brahmana. Therefore, gunataha. Everybody should become a Brahmana. Understand? And therefore, nirvedamayad Brahmanaha, parikshalokan, karmachitan, nirvedamayad Brahmanaha. It is a Brahmana that has to discover this passion. Anyone who has love for this knowledge, who has got a certain dispassion, objectivity, is a Brahmana. In fact, most of you are Brahmanas. In fact, all of you are Brahmanas. Why should you, most of you all are Brahmanas? Understand? All of you are Brahmanas. Why not? Gunataha. Because you stayed through all classes. I tell you, it is not easy to keep yourself awake. You don't know from where the sleep comes. It just comes from somewhere, from Alaska. It comes. In spite of Swami sitting here and talking. Swami doesn't allow people to sleep. Never. I don't think there is any dull moment. But then, at least for me, I don't have a dull moment. So when I don't have a dull moment, I have to assume there must be no dull moment for you. But I tell you, you manage to sleep. But you wake up. After 5 minutes or something, you wake up. And then the fellow pretends as though he was sleeping. And then he pretends as though he was listening to me with eyes closed. இந்த கதை இங்க நடக்காதப்பா. And therefore, so what I say, this is but more or less you have been awake. That means you are on the way. Brahmanaha vividishanti. It is the Brahmanas that they desire, they want to know this, and therefore gunataha, you are all Brahmanas. That's all what we want. The karma division is social. That's gone. The system is broken almost. But still the appropriate situation of duty. In this situation, this is to be done. That will never go. What is appropriate, what is proper here, that will never go. That is your duty. That is the spirit we have to learn from it. And I can't go by my ragadvesha. I have to go by my duty. And therefore, the duty means I don't like what I need to do. I have to wake up in the morning, but I don't like it. But I wake up. So I don't like it, therefore I don't do it. That is the wrong thing. In life, you never get what you like. You better learn to like what you have. Where is progress now? What is progress? Yeah, you need to progress. There is no other progress, idiotic progress. You need to progress yourself into a person who likes what one does. No matter what one does, you should be able to like. You can choose, no doubt. But you should enjoy. For which you require a disposition. Therefore here, So he says, I don't like it, but you do it if it is to be done. If it need not be done, you need not take. Suppose you don't like an apple, you like an orange. That's okay. It's no problem. There are apple lovers, there are orange lovers. If everybody likes orange, then there will be no orange in the market. Understand? They will begin eating me because I wear orange, So what I say, so you need apple lovers, you need orange lovers, you need banana lovers. So you need all of them. That's not a problem. We don't care about those likes and dislikes. This is where it is proper, it is to be done. I don't like it, but I do it. I feel like doing this, but I cannot do it. I should not do it. I don't do it. This is what we say. Keeping the Ragadvesha under my control, allowing duty to govern my life. That is, duty comes from dharma. Samanya dharma and Vishesha dharma. Samanya dharma is the universal order. Vishesha dharma is interpreting that universal order in a given situation. What is appropriate, what is proper, that is called Vishesha dharma. As a student, I have a dharma. As a teacher, you have a dharma. As a father, mother, I have dharma. As a son, daughter, I have dharma. As a spouse, I have dharma. So like this, as a citizen, I have dharma. These are the various dharmas I follow. In the beginning, I have conflict, and later there is no conflict. This is what Lord Krishna talks about this Karma Yoga. Therefore, Karma Yoga is generally identified with doing your duty. Only in India we have got this concept of duty. Duty mein jata hoon, duty pe jata hoon. He is going to work, he says, I have duty. And then, here I have fulfilled all my duties. Lot of letters I get every day. I have fulfilled all my duties, Swamiji. Means what? My sons are married, my daughters are married. That's called duty fulfillment. So I have fulfilled all my duties. I am retired now. I am ready to come to the ashram. Please. So that means all the duty fulfilled fellows I have to maintain. So this is exact. Really, I get as though I was waiting for these fellows to fulfill the duty. Abhi ready home. So this is called duty. I have failed in my duty. You nurse a guilt there. I have failed in my duties. I have still some duties left. I have joined duty. I am resigning from duties. Please relieve me from duties. This is all common in India. Otherwise, the word duty is understood only in duty free, understand? In fact, a sannyasi is duty free, correct? Sannyasi is duty free. And so, I always tell them, I make sure that I don't bring anything 1 cent worth. And so I bring only my clothes, etc. I don't buy anything. Therefore, I don't need to declare duty free, etc. I am duty free sannyasi. I am freed from all duties. Sannyasa itself is freeing yourself from all duties. Understand now what is sannyasa? 5th chapter is coming now. So it is freeing yourself from all duties. Freeing yourself from all duties is called sannyasa. A life of sannyasa, nishtha, meant for the purpose of this pursuit, freeing yourself from all duties. Beautiful. So sannyasi is duty free. seems to be a very easy life, No duty towards country, towards society, towards family, there is no family, towards anything, just carefree, duty-free life. Seems to be very inviting. But you don't choose sannyasa for duty-free life. You choose sannyasa for moksha, understand? So not for duty-free life. And therefore, it's entirely different. The basis, what do you choose this life for is something else. That is why jnana yogena nishtamaya prokta. The pursuit of knowledge is it just consumes your life. And therefore, here in this fourth chapter, Lord Krishna talks about this. And then this sannyasa that you take, this kind of life you take, itself leads to further sannyasa. Sannyasa for sannyasa. Karma yoga is also for that sannyasa. Karma yogi, sannyasi, sannyasi. Or sannyasi, sannyasi. Karma yogi, sannyasi. Sannyasi, sannyasi. Karma yogi, sannyasi, sannyasi. Sannyasi, karma yogi, sannyasi. It's not there. Sannyasi, sannyasi. Karma yogi, sannyasi, sannyasi. Or karma yogi, sannyasi. Straight. That is the route. Arjuna, take this karma yogi route. You can be a sannyasi. Janakaji, great rajas were there, kings were there. All of them were sannyasis, but they were ruling kingdoms. But what kind of sannyasis? They are jnana sannyasins, sarva karma sannyasins. They are called sarva karma sannyasi. What is that? Tomorrow. Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami